And this is my tractor that I purchased earlier this year. It was ordered in October of 2011, built middle of December 2011, and delivered sometime in January of 2012 this year. It is a John Deere 4720 with most every option on it. I will point out the different options for folks who are interested in those kind of options, because I know when I was ordering the tractor, the actual makeup and location of some options was not very clear on the John Deere website. I ordered the tractor with the R4 industrial type tires on it. My thought was this tractor is not really a row crop tractor. It is more in the lines of a utility type tractor. And these particular front tires are really skid steer tires. And they do have the highest ply rating and load rating of any of the tires available from the factory. So, and since they do serve the purpose of not being too disruptive for grass, for mowing, yet they do have plenty of decent traction for dirt and mud use. They do seem to fit the bill. I ordered the tractor with rear weights installed. They dealer installed these. These are 110 pound each. There's 2 on each side for a total of 440 pounds of ballast on the tractor. John Deere had a spreadsheet available that you could use to see what the weight balance and the axle loading was on the ends of the tractor, and it occurred to me that the tractor could use some weight on the rear, so I went ahead and ordered 2 per side. While I could have done 3 per side per John Deere, I would have some concerns of not expanding the width of the tractor too much, so I stopped at 2. I ordered quite a few options regarding the hydraulics and PTO and other items, so I'll quickly go over them. First of all, this is not a John Deere iMatch hitch. It is a WorkSaver iMatch compatible hitch, assembly quick hitch for 3-point, and it seemed to be a little bit more robustly made. It's painted black, so it matches the general color scheme of the tractor, and serves the function just fine. And it costs just as much as the John Deere, so I went with the quick hitch. A PTO is a 540 PTO. I did order the 2-speed PTO, which lets me to run 540 RPM at either 2300 RPM or 1700 RPM. So for lower horsepower needed applications, I have the ability to change the speed using this knob here on this pull rod. I can simply pull it up or push it down, and it does have a neutral feature in the middle, which is very nice, because I can put the PTO in neutral and it spins freely by hand. Hydraulically, I have gone full boat with that too. We have installed the diverter. The tractor is equipped with a joystick mechanism on the side console to run the loader. It comes standard with the tractor. Optional, you can get a diverter for hydraulic lines that normally run the loader, switches them to use 2 sets of outlets here and there. Basically, by pressing a switch on the side panel, I am now able to then use 2 hydraulic functions and manipulate them via the joystick. An example would be on this blade attachment I have currently on the unit. I can push forward and aft to raise or lower the blade, or I can push left and right to tilt the blade side to side. Works fairly well, fully featherable, which means you can slow the flow. The tractor does have 12-gallon-a-minute hydraulics, and I am finding that that's a little bit too much for some of these small cylinders on small applications. But anyway, that's my 2 main hydraulics. The tractor is also equipped with several other hydraulic options. The third function on the loader, the outlets are actually here on the rear of the tractor. And if I so desired, I could unhook those hoses and hook a cylinder or other attachment up there and then run that with a rocker switch that is currently on the joystick, mounted as part of the joystick. Also, I have these two hydraulic outlets, one of which is hooked to a hydraulic top link I currently have installed on the tractor, which is pretty darn handy, I must add. These are basically just a rocker switch. They're on-off bang-bang valves, but they do serve to give me two more hydraulic outlets on the back of the tractor, and I have had applications where I've got everything in use around here. I've got the loader, like with the snow blade and snow blower. I have the loader with the snow blade on it, the third function of which is being run by that, and I have the snow blower, which is using all these four up, and I have at least one, if not both of these, being used by the 3-point hydraulics. I do also have a tilt cylinder available for the hydraulic for the 3-point, but I don't currently have it on this tractor. I also ordered the tractor with a 400CX John Deere loader. This loader is made for this tractor. While it is removable, it's about a half-hour job each way to do it right. More so getting it on than taking it off. Seems to be a well-made loader. You can really dig with this thing. I am impressed with how it functions. The loader was optioned and ordered with the third function cylinder lines, and also that included, and I had it converted to the skid steer type hydraulic plug-ins. And I also had the loader optioned up with the skid steer type front mount. The thinking behind this was I can purchase or rent whatever I need in the future, and since the skid steer mount is a universal mount, I'm not limited to who carries what in this. As an example, I went ahead and bought a 4-foot fork attachment for this unit, which is currently installed, and I also have a 72-inch bucket around here somewhere. But I can easily, if need be, if I needed a grapple or some sort of a odd attachment, I could simply go to a rental facility, Cat Rental or Sunbelt or somebody, and rent a attachment, and it would simply hook on and hook up, and we'd be good to go. The auxiliary hydraulics are full flow, 12 gallons a minute, so while I couldn't use power application, it would definitely work for hydraulic movement applications. And in summary, it's a good little loader, and I normally leave it on the tractor, mainly for weight. Between the loader and the 440 pounds on the rear, it does ballast the tractor up to close to 7,000 pounds, which with the horsepower rating on it is about the correct amount of weight this tractor should weigh. As I have said, this is the John Deere 4720 model. It is the top of the line 4000 series John Deere compact utility tractor. I have several options here that I will show. This is a front brush guard. It's mainly to keep anything from going crazy on the loader, getting tipped back into that grill. I only went with the basic one because the one with the extensions on either side sort of cuts off your view of the forks on the fork attachment, so I quickly discerned that the best thing to do is just get the basic one and be happy. I also have added the vertical exhaust attachment. This pipe there's a slip fit right there where it protrudes through the hood. So to open the hood, I basically remove the exhaust by just pulling it off. And a wedge fits on there, so it doesn't really want to fall off. And then the hood lifts up to reveal the engine. The engine on this unit is a John Deere made 2.4 liter turbocharged electronic fuel injection, common rail fuel injection in fact, turbocharged and intercooled, 2.4 liter 4-cylinder with balance shafts. John Deere also sells this engine as an OEM unit in a genset application, in which they rated at 80 horse at 1800 RPM. So in this application with 66 horse and at 2300 RPM, the motor is not being taxed to any serious realm. I did also order the extra block heater, and also there is a heater on the hydrostatic unit, so if we get a really cold snap, it should start.